Hi, my friend, it's Pat Sloan here. Today is sweater weather day. Plus, I have another trunk show from my friend Amy Barrickman. So first, let's talk about sweater weather. But first we'll talk about what I'm wearing. I'm wearing Amy's Anytime topper that I showed you yesterday. This is the one made with the quilt block. Yeah, and it has two lengths. Isn't that nice? And these are PDF as well as print pattern. So for those of you who want an instant download, this is it. You can get it. Okay, so first let's talk about sweater weather. All right, so I'm not as far along as I should be based on my calculations and my plan. It went out the window. So anyways, I'm not that far along. This is it, but I'm okay with that. I also have, where is it? I have a few more here. That are almost, they're ready to actually sew together. I need to just do a couple trimming, and then I'm back on to sewing the squares. So I've got a stack of them here. The thing is, I have to mix them up a bit because when I did my original cutting, so see, I've got all the corners cut, but when I did the original set of things that were in here, I've got the squares, all the squares cut, but as I cut these rectangles, they're sort of grouped together. And so the plan is, because the variety needs to be mixed around, so in here these were things sort of all cut together. Well, I don't want them all in one corner of the quilt, so they're sewn together in these units, the 3x2s, 3 across, 2 down, so that what I can do is move them around. Is I will just maybe move this here, or move it down there, or move it way up over here, so that I can rearrange things after I get almost all of them done. And then I will do the border squares at the end. So because these squares don't have corners on 2 of the sides, and I think it's only on the 4 corners there's just 1. So I have to plan how they're going to lay out so they're not like I don't want a rabbit next to a rabbit on the rectangle. The rabbit square should be next to other things. So that'll be a planning phase. But I will start to zoom along on these guys. So I've got a variety pack here so I can sort of mix them up a little bit. And for those of you who are just joining in or didn't think you wanted to do this and now you do, it's from the book Sweater Weather and by Susan Aki, who is an amazing designer, and it's called Halloweenish because she used all these neutrals, these lights, basically whites or creams with a little bit of design element, and then she cornered them with black and orange, which is the Halloweenish part, because it's a sweater weather, fall type book. But of course you could do these in any colors at all. Our friend and ambassador Barbara was looking at doing for the rectangles all shades of aqua. So she's kind of playing around with that idea. So that's totally different and will look amazing. Barbara has amazing taste. Her quilts and things are just gorgeous. So that is my plan, to get more sets of the 3x2s all together so that I can do some arranging, and that'll be good. We'll get it. We'll get it. So I also want to show you, before we look at the trunk show that Amy sent me, is I got back Christmas time from the quilter, from the spa. Came back from my local spa. Karen quilted it. Look here, ta-da! Isn't that awesome? We've decided on this big poinsettia. Do you see it? Isn't that cool? So it's a small quilt. I decided because there was extra of the backing is all one fabric. It's the Christmas bulbs, and so I had extra of the Christmas bulb. So I've got the binding cut. I just cut the strips cut. So I will be getting this done, and it will go hang in my kitchen so I can see it from here. I'll be able to see it from here just like I see the Boo Crew that's up there from this summer's one that we did. And everybody bought the Jolly boxes, so they're all gone. But somebody's going to get one because I have a giveaway going on. So if you did not watch my bonus video on Sunday, I showed you the Jolly box contents, and gave you a link where you can enter. So the entering link is down below here in the description box over at my website. You can go over there and close your eyes if you don't want to see the pattern, if you didn't get your box yet and you don't want to be spoiled. Okay, here are the blocks from the pattern that I did up so far. Aren't they cute? All right, time to go look at the Fold and Go Folio by Amy Barackman Studio. So I have got an amazing little trunk show. Let's go to the other side. So let's jump into looking at the trunk show Amy sent me for the Fold and Go Folio. And this is one that you can get as a PDF download from her website if you would, like to get it like right now. And inside of it, to make these firm, she uses lightweight fusible fleece. So that is what she's using as the batting. And it does make it a little bit firmer than just regular batting. Okay, she gave me a whole bunch of these to show you with different ideas. And so let's take a look. Let's take a look. I have them all laid out, so let me just sort of scoot them over and get things here in the middle to highlight. All right, so there are two sizes. As you can see, there's the small one, and oh, it's got a fuzz on it. Can't have that. And then the regular size. So inside of these, they're like a little magic project bag. So you have got, all kinds of things that you can do in here. She has a couple options which I'll show you, but she has pockets, so you could put like your seam ripper in there. Some of these she has a bunch of stuff in. You can put some small scissors, and then she's doubled the bag. So these are sewn into the seam. Isn't that fabulous? And then elastic for doing threads. Got a little bit of felt or wool, depending on what you have. Either one will work. So for pins. Now you could do a magnetic close, or I think most of these she went ahead and just did a regular snap. Now these are coordinated, so you can make 3 of these and give them as a gift or use them for yourself. Now here's one where you can see the pins are, in the small one, the pins and things are just put in to the side here. And then on the other side here, she actually has a pair of earrings. So like if you needed to take your earrings off when you were working or something, you could stick them on there. And then some straight pins. The little bags can hold so many things. These have earbuds in them. And there were, I think, let's look at this one again. I think in here she's got, okay, she's got a tape measure in this one, and little wonder clips. So you could put your, oh no, there's a thimble and wonder clips in the small one. Now one of the interesting parts is that she's given me some ideas of all different things that you can use these for. So here is one that's used as a jewelry roll. So it's not for fabric. You can make it for somebody else as a jewelry roll. So you can loop your necklace through here, put your rings in the little bags. So see, she's got a ring in there. Put other kind of, maybe a small bracelet, like a like a link bracelet, something. See, there's a bracelet in there, and then loop your earrings. And of course, we all need some safety pins, because we do. But here's some earrings just looped onto the felt that's in the bag. That is just such a fabulous idea. Here's another coordinated set. So some of these, I just want to show you the fabric combinations. So here's my beloved strawberries, and she's got tiny strawberries inside. Look at that, how cute that is. And look at the color of this felt she found. That's just perfect. And then this is a great coordinator, I think, having these, this sort of checkerboard as one of the others. Oh, this is the magnet one. So she had, I knew there was one with a magnet. There's the magnet. And look how nice this is on the inside. Blue for the felt, and then she used the outside again for the pockets, and these little things, black elastic, and then she did the smaller pocket in the same fabric. So super, super cool and coordinated. This one has 2 snaps, so if you prefer a 2-snap system, you could do it that way. There's those the little strawberries again. She's got a more pink felt in this one. So you see some of the felt is this way, others have it sideways. So on this particular, these are K Facets fabrics. And I just like to show you the fabric combinations because they're just so yummy. Look at this. She did a button closure here. So just sewing a piece of elastic, like elastic hair tie or some sort of elastic loop around. And then she also has a snap for it. She has the snap and the loop. But look at the colors inside this one. Again, that sort of blue, that medium blue, and then the bags and the pockets. Here she embellished buttons onto the fabric. So just in the center of some of the flowers. So, and then inside is a super yummy polka dot and a bright orange. Where do you find this color felt? Look at that. Isn't that awesome? And then what, so in the pockets here, she's got a tape measure. So, and she was also saying, I think that you could make, maybe you could make your pocket even a little bit bigger and put like the needle threader, you know, here's one. This is mine, but if you made this pocket just a tiny bit bigger, and I bet it almost would fit, let's see, let's take that out. I think it might fit, just might fit in here. Fits this way. Yeah, so there it would fit maybe a little bit better the other way. I don't think it'll go in, and we need to be a little bit wider, but there you go. You could carry, because these are like awesome to have, and it'd be nice to just put it in the pocket. Okay, so some other fabrics she had was some sewing fabrics. I think these were one of her older sewing lines that she did a few years back. So of course that's super cute. Super cute. Look here, look at that. And then she used another sort of retro piece inside. Okay, I've got to show you now. These can be just for people who are sports crazy. Like I told you, Amy lives in the Kansas City area, and so all the sports teams there are high on their list. And so you can have one to feature your sports team. What I like is that Amy said you can take your glasses and they will actually even fit in this small one. Let's see, how did she do that? Something like this, so that you could take like your magnifiers or whatever. Oh, let me get the thread out of there. But you could actually use it as a, I think it's got too much stuff. There. So you could use it for your eyeglasses, maybe for your peeps, you know, like your, those would be maybe a little bit smaller. Now, the other thing that is cool is that you can make these as tech bags. So if you've got one like this, you can put in some of your cords. If you've got like a phone charger cord, if you have some extra cards that you need to take along for your camera or your phone, you could put in any kind of, if you've got to, something that you've got to clip and keep track of. So this could be for tech devices. So it could be for anybody that has to travel and just make it with their favorite fabrics. Oh, there's the Chiefs too. It's got a stripe inside. Look at that. And then the black part here with the two bags. Yeah, see, she fussy cut the helmet on there. And this again has the loops. So that's great for hooking things on here that you might have. Okay, she did one with a little buckle. This is a little bit more decorative. So she just made a little strip, and so it's a real buckle. I mean, it's not that part's not a snap. It has to come off, and then it opens up. Isn't that beautiful? I really like that. So it's just a little extra fabric strap on the top, and there's no snaps then on this one. Okay. Got two more sets here to show you that are awesome. This is another coordinating set with some of Debbie Maddie's fabric, and it's sort of shibori inspired. And so there, look how gorgeous that is on the inside. And then the fabric combination here is beautiful. Look, Amy just found the best felt colors to go with these things, or I think some of them are actually wool too. She uses wool. Okay, the last thing is that you can use some other types of fibers, like a tie. This is a tie. Can you tell now that I've got it closer to the camera? She has a video at her YouTube channel on using a tie for these. Look at that. See, now you can see. Doesn't that look like a tie? Isn't that awesome? So cool. So you could do this as a little memory piece for somebody from ties. Grandpa's ties, dad's ties. And here are some vintage, like, it looks like tablecloth. That might be a vintage tablecloth. This and this one here. You just, and then pair it with like gingham, polka dots. Look at that with the dots, red dots, red, red, everything red. Yep, I need that one. Of course, she's not giving these to me, but I could put in my order. And then here are some hankies that are embroidered. So that's hand embroidery. So if you have some pieces that you either found, you know, at the flea market, or you just, you know, from your family, those would be great. And these little, you know, pockets here, they're, you know, you could always make them just a little bit bigger if you felt like the need to. They could be adjustable. So here's another one. Look at this, sweet buttons. Look at those buttons. And that's a two snap one. And look here. She put a little piece of the linen on the pocket. How sweet. And green with her pins and stuff in here. Yeah, the green felt. Okay, one more set, one more. And these are from vintage quilt blocks. You could use your own, you know, spare blocks. They don't have to be vintage, but isn't this amazing? Look at that. And there's a button just for decoration, but it's perfect. And it's got gingham inside, and then a little cream colored bag for in this one, and red felt. This is my fave. Here's one from a log cabin block. So it's be taking the fabric like a block like this, a vintage block, and then creating a bag from it. See, here's the middle, and inside she put linen. Look at that, opens up nice with all of your pins, coordinating colors. Do you see? Red, 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 everything red, and a little red felt to keep your needles in. These are just the coolest. Aren't they fun? And the pattern is really nice and easy to do. You could be making these for gifts for your friends and family, because I do think, like, if you look at these as like a little tech bag or a little jewelry bag, they basically can be given to anybody. They don't have to be somebody that sews. Just maybe, you know, show them, you know, maybe when you give them a piece of jewelry in it too, so they know what it is. Or if it's a tech bag, you put some earbuds in there so they know, or a cord or something, so they know what it's all about. So, oh my goodness, these were fun. Okay, I have to show you the strawberry one size again. Here's the strawberry size. Big ones, the little ones, and this is the pattern. And I want to thank Amy again for sending all of these samples. And here we go. I've got the jacket on. See? That's the jacket that was one of the two jackets I tried. This is the Anytime topper. And this one is with the vintage piece of vintage quilt. You could do it with some extra blocks you have, or part of a quilt you never finished. And this is the chambray on this side. So fun. Let me know in the comments if you thought these were really cool bags, and if you might do one. And what colors would you do? What would be your favorite? So these are fabulous as a gift. You could do the little ones, and they could be for put your eyeglasses in, or you could put them all kinds of little trinkets. The jewelry case idea, the tech case idea, if you or the sports fanatic, what kind of things they got to take along with them, and fussy cutting in the pockets. Whoops, where'd that go? Got to see that again. Look at that. So cool, right? And then, of course, use some of your favorite fabrics to put this all together. They are darling. So thank you for being here. I love you. Mwah. Thank you for being in the Sloan Zone. I will see you online.